Hi everyone, and we are back. Welcome back to the channel, CCUK Resin, and it's time for day 13 of this advent calendar. Who knows what we're going to get? We've had all sorts so far, and if you've not watched the previous videos, go back and watch them. And do me a favor, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything, but really does help us grow. All you need to do is click that button. Here we go, day 13 already. Pretty much halfway through now, and who can believe it? So need to find number 13. Here we go. And I'm guessing by the feel of this, it's going to be another mould similar to this one. We will see. And let me know if you're liking these videos. I just thought it was a fun way to share this experience with everyone. Let's have a look. Okay, and I was right, it is a mould, but what is it? What are they? I don't know. Is that a pendant? It's kind of like a spoon shape, but that's not going to take a lot of resin, guys. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward video, I think. I think it's a pendant mould, or it could be a little key ring. What are we going to do with this? Okay, well, it's not going to take a lot of resin, so I'm going to mix up some resin, and I'll be right back. I'll see you in a sec. So here we go, guys, and I've mixed up 4 ounces of the Apex High Gloss resin. If you want any resin from Apex, go to apexresin.co.uk and use my discount code CCUK to save yourself some money. Now, I'm not going to need 4 ounces for these, but I do want to fill this drip skull at the side. So all I thought would be fun is I've got some of these abalone shards, and I've picked out a couple different shapes. We're going to put those in, and I'm going to try and do a fake Petri. Now, what I mean by that is I'm going to do this in a curing machine. So I'm going to use a slightly heavier mix and hope that we still get some kind of Petri. So I'm just going to fill these pretty much halfway, I think. I did mix them a little bit over vigorously, but there we go. Oops. So I want a tiny bit of resin in first, just before I put the abalone shell in. And this really is a tiny bit of resin, guys. It's not going to take a lot. That's what I... And this abalone shell, it's absolutely beautiful, you know, and in resin I think those colours will really pop. So I've got one. Make sure there's no bubbles. I'm going to place that one in the centre, just in there. And then I've got another longer strand, just see what that looks like. Again, beautiful piece of abalone. And you can get these from Create and Bloom as well. And that can go lengthways. Then I'm going to pretty much cover it in resin until it's virtually full. And as you can see, it's not taking a lot. Literally a few drops. I don't even think I'll have used half an ounce on this, which hopefully means that you don't need to use a lot of resin to make something beautiful. Pretty happy. They are almost full, and they've used next to no resin. So that's that. I'm going to need another drip mould as well, because I've definitely got too much resin in there to just fill this skull. But let's focus on this for now. And what I'm going to do, dead straightforward, I've got some azure blue, because I do want a kind of an oceany theme. I don't know why. I'm just going to put a couple of drops at the top. And that's all I'm going to do, I think. Let it spread for a second. And then I have got I've got my 50% mixture, because I'm going to put this through the curing machine anyway, and I just want to see if we can still get a kind of a Petri effect in the curing machine. Now, normally I use my 25% mixture, and if you don't know what I mean by that, go back and watch the video where it says sort your Petri out, and that'll give you an idea of why I'm doing this. So again, just leaving that to settle for a second. And then I'm going to go with 1, 2 drops. Again, 1 and 2. And then I'm just going to leave it, you know, see what happens. Hopefully we get some sort of form of Petri. I don't know if we will. I'm not going to do a stir or anything like that. But this way I'm hoping we're going to get the clear as well. And we'll get a really interesting effect. So, I've got loads of resin left because this was such a tiny piece. So, I'm going to use one of my favourite colours, I think. Should I use that or not? Yes, I am. I'm going to use my Peacock Prism, which is a semi-transparent, which I've got at the side of me. And I'm going to mix that in here because I think it would make a nice final layer for this skull. So again, just going to mix that around so we get a beautiful colour. Making sure I get all of the pigment off this stick, and then I'm going to thoroughly mix it around in the resin. But I am going to need another spare drip mould because I think I've done way too much resin, as always. But I think I should have enough to do a starfish as well. And I do love these starfish moulds from intoresin, and I think these colours will go amazing with it. So let's just put that there. Again, not going to go fancy with this. It's just going to be a case of pouring the resin in if I've got enough. Then we're going to let it cure. Then we're going to see what we get. And this is a semi-translucent as well, this Peacock Prism. I just thought it would give us a really cool finish on this skull. And then if we've got enough, we can fill the starfish as well, because I do love these starfish. And that is full. And hopefully there's enough for the little one as well. There we go. So that one's full, and I've still got resin. So I need another drip mould. I think we can do a turtle. There we go. This should just use up the last of that resin for this mini turtle. There we go. And I think that will do. So I'm gonna literally just switch it on now, cure it, and I'll see you guys at Demould. So here we go, guys, and I've just got back from work. Just adjust the lighting a little bit, and I'm looking forward to this. Let's hope we don't get an unlucky for some Demould. So here we go. Let's do the little spare bits. This is the feature bits. I'm going to leave this till end. So this was the, again, I just had a little bit of spare resin. Look at that, and they are so pretty just with that resin on their own. Again, don't waste any resin, guys, you know. Look at that, beautiful. There's a little key ring, necklace, or whatever you want to do with it. So here we go. And don't forget, if you're liking any of this content, like and subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, helps us grow, keeps me motivated to keep making this content. So let's do the little starfish next. Again, it was some spare resin. Wow, that is stunning. Love this crystal edge starfish from intoresin. Beautiful. Just with that Peacock Prism, I think it looks great. Let me know what you think. So that's that one. Next, let's do the little turtle. And this always comes out great, you know. You can use it as a little keyring. Just put a little O hoop in there. Perfect little keyring. And I think it's just the right size for me for a keyring. But let me know what you think. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And that was just some spare resin, guys. It's amazing what you can do with your spare resin. don't waste any drips, otherwise that will just dry in the cup and it will, look at this for an overpour. Disgraceful. Look at that. Now that's what you call overpouring, guys, but it's okay, it'll come off. It's very well cured. Look at that, it's gone solid. But again, beautiful starfish. Gonna need some cleaning up, cutting around the edge and just sanding it back. But great little way to use up your spare resin. Now the couple of exciting ones we've got. So it's a bit of a longer demould this, which is strange because it's one of the smallest moulds. So let's do the skull first. I'm excited for this because this is all of those layers from I think about 7 projects. And I love doing these. These are just drip skulls, I call them, which is just making sure that I use all my resin and they come out absolutely stunning. Some of them. Wow. Hello. Look at this guy. It's even got a bit of eco pour in there. Look at that. Love that effect on the top. I think he's turned out really cool. Let me know what you think. Yes, let him know in comments. Don't forget, like and subscribe as well. It's the best way to support the channel. And if you can, why not join memberships? There we go. So that's the skull. Ignore the poor acting. But it is pantomime season though. And then this is what we've come for. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get a Petri in there or not because the way I did it and the way I did it in the curing machine, but I think they're going to be interesting. So let's do this one first. And we did. We got a little bit of Petri in there in the back. And I love the fact that there's that bit of transparent and then just that beautiful mother of pearl. So if you're wondering, use the 50% solution, put it straight in the curing machine, and you do get a fine little Petri effect. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And I love the way that that mother of pearl, I think it's mother of pearl, well, abalone shell, sorry. Don't know why I called it mother of pearl. Stands out. And I think that is a gorgeous little pendant, you know? And it uses the tiniest bit of resin. So there we go, that's the first one. I think you will agree that was a success. Just with that Petri in the background and the abalone shell. Let's see what the other ones turned out like as well. And it's just the right amount. It hasn't quite touched the surface. This is how I like my Petri. I like it to spore, but I don't want it to touch the surface. And this has perfectly not touched that surface. There we go. Beautiful. And then has number 2 worked out? Let's hope it has. Again, we've got some slightly longer Petri strands in this. Look at this. Again, beautiful little piece. You can just see those Petri strands in the background. And you can really see them when you put them on the side. So yeah, I think that's been a great little success. And do you know what? I love that as a little pendant. So great little mould as well. I'll get you some close-ups. Hopefully you've liked it. And if you have liked this, then come back tomorrow. I'm doing this every day until Christmas Day so we can all enjoy this experience together. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.